Hi everyone, this is Stuart at 3 Gear Studios, streaming to you today because we got a shipment. This is not just shipment, but this is 3 boxes of goodness, and some of it is actually kind of exciting. So, let's see what we have inside. Of course, fan favorite and much anticipated, bubble wrap. And a box. This actually is something that we've, months before they were even available, we were notified about these and people thought it was an exciting product to get in, so we got Warlock Tiles. This is the newest thing in 3-dimensional terrain for your Dungeons and Dragons. I know it looks so dark, but for all my normal complaints for 3-dimensional terrain, they seem to fix a lot of it. So these are the staircases and ladders packs. One of these are for special orders. One of these are for our shelves. So you can come down and pick it up. We have dungeon terrain. Just look at that beautiful paint jobs. Over the years, WizKids certainly has learned how to paint their models in the factory. We have doors. One nice thing about the Warlock Tiles is it looks like the walls only go up halfway up your miniatures. So you can only, so it's easy for fat fingers to go and pick them up. Oh, another fat box. And some UPS sheets. Because I'm sure this has more exciting things in there since, again, it says Warlock Tiles. Some of the fatties. This is the Towns and Villages one, so it has a lot of walls all decorated to walls and floors for your town interiors. You get a ton of stuff with this one, and if I remember right, it's a big, fat, cool price tag that you get. Here's another one. Can't wait until I can get these for the game room. It's just while we can't have games here, it doesn't seem much sense to get them in. Again, more dungeon interiors, because of course everyone wants to put their miniature on top of that nice throne that they have there. And another big fat box, which means more Warlock Tiles. I tell you, any geek basement needs these Warlock Tiles, no matter what system they're running. As long as it uses a tactical map, it'll add a nice way to spruce up your game without having to turn to electronic tabletops. We have the dungeon tiles. So just like the town tiles. These ones will give you everything you need for the to make your dungeon basements. With all of the fancy configuration, these things actually work with little clips. So unlike a lot of the previous 3D trains where you have to fit together puzzle pieces to get it just right, now you get little clips that you get to go click together, which makes it a little bit more flexible, a little bit faster. Can't wait until we can get copies of that for ourselves, but you know, it's expensive, so right now it doesn't make sense. We have more doors, and ooh, look at that secret passage in order to help with all of that nice deep immersion. Working gates, working doors, so you too can represent when someone actually leaves the door open so those monsters can sneak in. And of course, the trapdoors also fully working. Love those pliable hinges. And of course, I know the person who did the special order, who actually placed the special order with us, didn't get them, but I couldn't resist the summoning circle with LCDs already programmed in, or LEDs already programmed in, so that you could actually light these things up during your game. Perfect for low light situations like you might have in your tricked out geek basement with your thousands of dollars on a fancy gaming table. And all my tossing about, I really missed. How you doing, Brian? Thank you for watching. We got more of these watermelon dice. What can I say? You've seen the Sirius Dice a lot here, and you know how good they are. So, and of course, boxes like these usually means books. Of course, restock on Xanathars. After all, after you get the first 3 books for your D&D collection, this is probably the 4th one you need to consider. And the Eberron book. And for all that mythic fun, we have Theros finally in the new collector's cover, available for a limited time. One of these will be sitting in our library for you to flip through, and the rest of them will be available for purchase. I don't think we got any special orders on these, but we got a few of them. The new Mythic Feats system in here I find intriguing, very reminiscent in how in the old 3rd edition days you can get a feat right off the bat at level 1, to add that extra bit of interest on your first level characters. Something you really just haven't seen so far in 5th edition, probably to keep the ease of access available. But I've seen parts of the Theros book on Roll20 because I got my electronic copy when the hard copy was supposed to be out, and I'm excited to be able to flip through the hard copy, because as well as class and class races and stuff like that, there's all kinds of other goodies inside of that book. I know it's another Magic crossover, but you know what? As long as they're good books, we're happy. We have a welcome letter from Diamond Alliance, because this is a Diamond Alliance shipment. got the Arcana spell cards. I love these spell cards. They're really useful when you actually are at a physical table. As you're sitting there trying to figure out, do I want this card, this card, this card? Instead of scanning up and down the same old list, you can just toss aside the spells that you don't want to cast for the spells that you do want to cast. Particularly for those wizards that have all these flexibility. We have the new mutants, which this is a special order. Remember, you can always special order stuff through us, and we'll get it to you as soon as it's available. We got Signs of the Time. A nice fat case of hand sanitizer, specially made to fit inside of your gaming bag. Because we don't know how long this stuff is going to be with us, but it's nice to be able to get a hold of some hand sanitizer to make sure that you're safe during your games. It's actually made by a company that normally does card sleeves. We got a dragon dice bag. Isn't he so cute? Looks like he's comic relief on a cartoon show. But, you know, it's good enough that people keep on coming back to him. And Arboretum. Fantastic card game. You've seen it before. You've seen it again. Of course, to keep your dice and goldfish safe, we have Xanathar as a dice bag, because we could. I saw it and I was like, what? Beholder dice bag, gotta get it. Of course, available here inside the Historic Savage Mill at 3 Gear Studios. You can come and visit us Mondays through Saturdays, 1 till 6, and we hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.
Thanks to our wonderful supporters on Patreon. You can support us by going to patreon.com/3gearstudios. If you found this video useful, please give us a thumbs up. And as always, like, share, subscribe to 3 Gear Studios. Thank you so much for watching.